Bitcoin activity is being taken over by Bitcoin DeFi that's being built on the internet computer. Today in this video, we're going to be talking about a project that's utilizing the internet computer to make Bitcoin DeFi great. And that project is Tap Protocol. And for today's video, we're just going to be reacting to a video by Definity. It's called Bitcoin DeFi. Neil, I don't know how to pronounce the last name, explains Tap Protocol's L1 code processing, ETH Denver interview. So yeah, today's going to be a reaction video, and I've been talking a lot about Bitcoin DeFi on the internet computer lately, and I've been talking about Chain Fusion for a while, and it's super nice to see it start to pop off. And I think it's just the beginning. But yeah, let's get straight to this video.
Fitzy, welcome to ETH Denver. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. It's been a long week, but there's a lot of buzz around it, and it's obviously Ethereum convention, but a lot of Bitcoin stuff, so can't argue.
Awesome. Is this your first time in Denver, or have you been here before?
First time in Denver. Not that I've seen much.
And I didn't go to ETH Denver this year, and I'll be honest, Denver is probably one of my least favorite cities. I did not like it at all. It's super fucking, I don't know if you guys have been there before, but if you've ever been to Denver, it's like super, I don't know, it's kind of nice, but it's cold, it's gray, it's like kind of hard for me to breathe. I don't know. But anyways, yeah.
Of it outside the conferences and the side events, but it's a beautiful place, and I'd love to actually go to the mountains one time.
Oh, awesome. Yeah. I mean, I think this place has one of the best ski area in the US, so.
I can't ski, but it'd be nice to watch people, maybe grab a beer or a hot chocolate, but yeah, not participate, but just be there.
I've tried my bit, and it doesn't work for me as well. But
I'd fall straight over.
Awesome. Well, welcome to the show, and so very curious to understand your journey into Web3. When did you start? Like, what was your motivation? Would love to learn that.
Yes, I'll try and give you the short version. So
by the way, this guy is the head of marketing from Tap Protocol. As I said in the beginning, Tap Protocol is one of the biggest Bitcoin DeFi projects. I think it's built on ICP or it's utilizing ICP. One of the two. I think it may be utilizing it. But yeah, it's using ICP in some sort of way, but I'm not sure if it's fully built on ICP or not. The fuck.
Like a lot of us, 2017, bought Bitcoin, knew the mission, HODL, not much to do with it, so I didn't really follow it at all, to be honest. COVID 2020, like a lot of us, needed something to do, so I decided to learn macro, whatever that means. So I subscribed to a Real Vision, Raoul Pal's kind of macro educational platform, which is great, and didn't get very far learning TradFi because it was very, very boring, to be honest. And I heard about NFTs, and everybody watching this knows what happens when you hear about NFTs and Web3. You go down the rabbit hole. Did all that. Landed in 2021 really in the actual space on X and getting involved with communities. Bought some NFTs. Subsequently lost some money on some NFTs. Bought some coins. Lost some money on some coins. And then in terms of like working in the space, the first role was with P2E Ethereum.
I'm glad he said that because I swear it's the rite of passing in crypto where people just I've gotten wrecked on so many NFTs back in 2021, 2022. Pretty funny.
In 2022, moved out to LA. That died in the bear market, okay? And then moved on to a social, Web3 social commerce platform being built by Snoop and a British entrepreneur called Sam Jones. It was really cool, worked there for a year. And social commerce, learning all about that in Web3 was great. Did a bit of consulting with my favorite project, On-Chain Monkey. And then around 10, 11 months ago, joined Tap Protocol, and here we are.
Oh, very cool. So you started about 10 months ago?
Yeah, I think it's probably 10 months roughly next week or something like that.
Oh, super. So yeah, tell us about Tap Protocol. What are you trying to solve?
So the short version is Tap Protocol is Bitcoin DeFi. But a bit more detail on that is it's L1 Bitcoin DeFi.
Okay.
We have a lot of options. I think there's around 150 plus at this point that are building Bitcoin DeFi in different ways. You either have a roll-up or a sidechain or an L2. And the one thing that they all share, at some point, someone's assets are not going to be in their own custody. It might be in a multi-sig, or you might have a synthetic asset once you've bridged across.
Exactly.
Tap is the only Bitcoin L1 DeFi solution that allows users to retain full custody, full control, with Turing smart contracts. And we use a new approach called L1 co-processing. So essentially, the only thing you're trusting is the assets on Bitcoin themselves, native assets, and smart contracts of layer one chains such as ICP, but then also things like it could be Tron or Cardano, Ethereum, Solana. So it's an entirely new way of doing it.
In Bitcoin DeFi right now, and right now the hot platform is Odin.fun, and it's built fully, on the internet computer. the thing is a lot of Bitcoin maxis are kind of like seething over it. And what people don't understand is, what some people don't understand is that all that matters to the user is just the experience. And the best Bitcoin DeFi is going to be built on ICP. Because ICP, Bitcoin DeFi, is able to deliver the best experience for the user.
But that's kind of like the more deeper version of what's happening.
So basically, no bridges, direct interoperability, and no trust assumptions.
Yeah, I mean, for anybody that's kind of like, a dev, you're essentially using the logic, the smart contracts of a trusted L1 chain, highly decentralized, highly secure, and you're manipulating the UTXOs directly on Bitcoin. So there is no giving away of custody. And so it allows for true DeFi.
And you think of that protocol as more of an ecosystem that you're trying to build. So can you tell us like what kind of use cases are being built? Are you doing some of them internally? I know Taproot Swap. Maybe tell us more about that.
Yeah.
And you've been also telling me about this interesting AI stuff that's happening on the protocol. So I would love to learn a little bit more about that.
I think that's the most exciting ones. I mean, I use the phrase true DeFi, and we mean this, like true DeFi. Think about Uniswap, it's fully decentralized. So is Taproot Swap. And so you have a DEX, like literal AMMs, all the kind of DeFi primitives that you would expect, things like stable coins. We have an Ethereum bridge and also a Tron bridge. And so we already have USDT, USDC, and they're like the backbone of a real, true,
When Solana.
that word again, true DeFi ecosystem. And so, things like AMMs and DEXs and...
I think Ethereum is shit. I think it's garbage. And baggies will get offended by it, but I think I've been a big hater for a while now, and I knew Solana was going to end up winning the smart contract battle. I think Ethereum is on its way out. It's going to be irrelevant. It's already pretty irrelevant. I mean, Pump Fund did more fees than all the L2s combined and the entire layer one itself. So I'm bearish on Ethereum.
stable coins, like that's one of the most...
And the thing is, people don't understand, the ICO participants for Ethereum are up like over 15,000 or 50,000x or something. It's something crazy, or 50,000%. It's a crazy return they're up. I think it may be like a 15,000x, something like that. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but the ICO participants for Ethereum are... Ethereum is just a worse smart contract platform than Solana. And it's also not hard money like Bitcoin. Yeah.
Most exciting things I think that you could have on Bitcoin, and keeping custody again to highlight that. And then the AI stuff, of course, AI is kind of a buzzword, right? There's a lot of people here talking about AI, there's people on Twitter talking about AI, and there's different layers of it. But ultimately, what's being built is a project called Big Noodle, being built on Tap Protocol, and it is I won't go too technical, but it's a decentralized, it's a deep in GPU network. So essentially, you can have AI swarms that are fully decentralized, ownable assets as an ordinal, as an Ethereum asset, and then also as a Solana asset. But there's kind of two layers to the level of decentralization at the software level.
DePin's interesting. I've never been that bullish on DePin.
But there's kind of two layers to the level of decentralization at the software level, at the actual protocol level, as we discussed, but also at the hardware level. And so this is like where real, true, decentralized AI, agentic economies can grow. So we're really excited about that.
Very cool. So amongst like all of these different things that are happening in the obviously the underlying is the Bitcoin. It's like the main chain with the most liquidity, most user, most adoption. So
I would push back on that, on what Lamesh is saying. It has the most liquidity, obviously, but I wouldn't say Bitcoin DeFi has the most users. I would say Solana DeFi has the most users by far. Now, can that change in the future? That's possible. And I think Bitcoin DeFi, my kind of prediction is this, okay? When it comes to all the other shitcoin casinos, all the other shitcoin DeFi, Solana DeFi, Sui DeFi, etc., we don't really know what's going to happen, but Bitcoin has proven itself to be the hardest money in crypto by far and the best money. So I think Bitcoin DeFi is slowly going to get bigger and bigger and take more users from other DeFi casinos. But it's very tough to see who's going to win out the shitcoin casino, because Solana is really nice, Sui is very nice. The thing is, Solana was much better than Ethereum where it made a difference, but Sui is not enough better than Solana where it's going to move the needle and people are going to move from Sol to Sui, unless Sui runs super hard. The thing with Bitcoin is is the fucking best performing asset. All right. So that's why Bitcoin DeFi is super bullish. But I wouldn't say it has the most users right now. I would say Solana DeFi is probably the most popular.
like, what is the thing that you are most excited about personally in the ecosystem, like about Tap Protocol and also beyond? What do you think is like your vision for the space over the next couple of years?
I think, I mean, it's a big question. What is my vision or our vision for the space? I think I always bring it back to the fundamental things, and it's why I highlight the level of custody and the level of decentralization, is that there are many options that are building DeFi, right? Building programmability and smart contracts for assets. And they're doing them in different ways. And you know, L2s and rollups and sidechains, they'll all have liquidity, they'll all have users. But I think as we go further into the future, the level of decentralization and ownership that people want, the average person maybe today doesn't really care or really understand the difference. I think we're going to see naturally, because this is big.
In the future, we're going to be doing some cool shit with Bitcoin DeFi.
Coin. We're going to see those core principles of full decentralization, full security. We believe that building all of these things in the full L1 way is going to give way more opportunities for institutional money, corporations to come and build, to know that there's trust to pass down to their consumers. And so we're just excited about actually being, and I hate to say it, but early, right, in Bitcoin, and we really are. It's only been 2 years since the Autonomous Protocol even went live and allowed for meta protocols like ourselves. But no, we're just really excited about the natural evolution of the DeFi ecosystem and the full programmability ecosystem that's inevitably going to be building out on Bitcoin.
Yeah, and I like that he said that, because I was talking about this, I made a TikTok about it. Guys, we are still early to the video is basically over, but we're still early to the actual industry of crypto. Like, guys, less than 3 years ago, we saw the biggest hedge fund in crypto blow up and the second biggest exchange blow up, and a bunch of other fucking companies blow up as well. We don't even have proper regulation in the US yet. It may seem crazy, but if you really zoom out and think about where this shit's going to be heading in the next couple decades, we're pretty fucking early. Like, we still don't even have proper regulation. That's how early we are. Now, you know, people will push back and be like, oh, well, you know, being early was, you know, I'm talking about the actual industry and things like Bitcoin DeFi, because Bitcoin had basically just been a rock for a long time. And then Bitcoin DeFi came up in the past couple of years. Bitcoin DeFi originally started out being really shit. Then people figured out, oh, wait, we can use the internet computer to make Bitcoin DeFi great. And now it's really starting to catch steam with projects like Odin.fun, Tap Protocol, etc. I'm super bullish on Bitcoin DeFi long term, and I love that the internet computer is playing a big role in it. And I think it's going to be massive. And I hope these big KOLs, I started to see big influencers starting to talk about Odin.fun. When are they going to start talking about ICP? That's the question. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to go leave a like, go follow Definity on YouTube, go subscribe to them. But go follow me on Twitter at AaronBrems_X and subscribe, leave a like, and thank you for watching.